guys, it's Solar Top Music Box and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to a album that's gotten requested a lot on the channel, and it is Lizzy McAlpine's newest album titled Older. A lot of the lyric girlies have told me, bitch, you need to react to this because this is a lyrically heavy album and it's gonna wreck you. And to that I would say, like, I'm excited because, like, I love to just be wrecked every time I sit down and film one of these reactions. I did react to one of her songs called Ceilings. It came out a few years ago and I reacted to the music video. It was beautiful. I loved this song. It was just all like it was so cool. The concept, and especially with the music video, was all just like this dream towards the end, and she's just imagining all of this happening.
Looked at some of the track titles and I'm absolutely frightened.
Tracks that I think are gonna ruin me the most are definitely, first one I'm gonna call out is Drunk, Running. Why are we drunk and running? That is not a good combination, Lizzie. I'm very scared for that song. I think somebody about to get hurt in that song. Another track I think is gonna ruin me, Older. Shit starts getting real when you get older. Stuff starts getting really hard. Growing into adulthood is hard, and situations that life brings to you as you get older become harder to deal with. So that being that, I think that track's gonna ruin me. Track that I think will honestly ruin me the most is Vortex, bitch. That's giving like some Void, Melanie Martinez. It's giving a depression track. I mean, I think I'm gonna be really sad when I listen to this song because, like, it's literally called Vortex. Like, we're getting sucked up, bitch. Let's talk about the cover art a little bit. Looks like she's in a lake. She looks really pretty. I love, like, the natural look. I'm such a hoe for, like, a natural look. And I don't know, her hair is wet. She looks like she just took a dip in the lake. Looks like she's in her little bikini top or sports bra or something. There's some trees, some pretty trees in the background. I really feel like I can guess what to expect in this album. I think these lyrics are gonna f me up. Like, I genuinely am looking at the song titles and I'm like, this bitch is gonna make me sad. So I have prepared. I'm putting on my sad face now. Thank y'all so much for requesting this album. I'm really excited to get into it. Sorry it's taking me so long to get to all these requests. There's just so many albums out. 2024 is cutting me up. Like, I don't even know how to, like, process all the albums that have been released. Like, I'm still stuck on Billie Eilish right now. So without further ado, let me shut up. This is 14 songs in 45 minutes, so we're gonna be here for a little second. Grab a snack, grab a drink, a blanket. Girl, whatever you need, you get comfortable, and let's listen and dive into these lyrics. It's gonna be a very lyrically heavy video. I'm gonna put the lyrics on screen as well. Let me know if y'all like that. I might start doing that for albums that I really like to talk about the lyrics. I'll start putting them on screen and we'll dissect them together. We're gonna get into track number 1. It's called The Elevator. It's kind of short. It's giving like an interlude vibe, or I guess not an interlude because it's the first track, you dumb bitch. But maybe like an intro track, you know? It doesn't seem like maybe it's like setting up the story that's about to come in this album. And I don't know where the fuck this elevator is going. I hope it's going up, and I hope we're not going down, Lizzie. Like, I'm already scared. Oh my god, let's go elevator, y'all. We're getting some like heavy piano for the intro.
It's giving minor chord energy.
It wasn't slow, it happened fast.
Okay, bitch, sing if you're gonna sing. Damn.
And suddenly I had everything to lose.
Oh my god.
And we be here in this room till we die, I think.
God, I think we can make it. I hope I'm right, girl. God damn, that was a fast. Oh my god. Lizzie, calm down. Oh my god. That track flew by. So we just took the elevator somewhere. Maybe we're taking the elevator to the start of this relationship. You know, she said, can we just stay here? I hope that it's gonna work out for her. But the way she's setting this up has me nervous. I feel like something's about to I don't think the elevator's about to go up. It might go down. It sounded like an electric, like, dark guitar just kind of ringing out in the background. I'm not sure if that's the instrument it was, but I liked it. Alright, we're getting into Come Down Soon. Let me get my tissues ready for this.
You come here often.
Alright, he's flirting.
Laugh 'cause that's so cliche.
That is really cliche, bro.
Do you wanna leave yet? Only if I leave with him.
He says, do you want to leave yet? Only if I leave with him. Is that like what she's thinking? Like, yeah, maybe, but if only if I leave with you. Oh shit. Alright. We're setting up the scene maybe of how they met or something.
Down soon, you'll see.
Nothing this good ever lasts this long for me. Oh, it'll come down soon, you'll see. Oh my god, Lizzie. Let's not self-sabotage.
Down soon. Here's a cigarette. I don't smoke these.
I thought she was gonna be like, so I thought she was gonna say something like, here's the cigarette, I smoked it with him.
It'll come down soon. Isn't this good ever last this long for me?
Girl, y'all get me in my depression today. She's just kind of saying, oh, come down soon, you'll see, nothing this good's ever really good for me. Wait, nothing this good's ever really good for me. Oh, wait, is this person toxic? I feel like I was kind of zoning out low-key. Oh my god. I'm having a hard time focusing today. It's also like, even if this person is toxic or whatever, just like the line, oh, come down soon, you'll see, like, I feel like life is like waves, you know? Nothing ever stays good forever. Like, you just go through different waves in life, and maybe that's what she's getting at here.
Happiness is a butterfly. Try to catch it like every night. Come down soon.
The best way that I know how to explain this music is like, it kind of, I've been listening to a lot of Deeper Well lately, and she doesn't sound anything like Casey Musgraves, but like the production style, it's like, it's not country, but it's almost like folky pop almost or something. Like, that's kind of what it sounds like. For me, there's not much to dissect here. I mean, like, she's gonna come down soon, like, because nothing good lasts forever, and that's kind of just like what she's getting at. I think the production, it has this like magical element to it. It sounds like we're kind of like in a forest or something, or I don't know, like we're literally at the lake just having fun. Like, that's like what I'm picturing is like in the album cover, you know? We're getting into the next track, and it is called Like It Tends to Do. So, it comes down soon, you'll see, like it tends to do. Is that just like a follow-up to that track? Very haunting production.
I don't know where we stand. Don't know why I feel I'm faking something.
Oh,
Feels exactly like it was, but at the same time, if we were standing in the same room, I actively avoid you.
oh,
Would you find a little window when we had nothing to lose?
oh, dude, her voice on this track is gonna fuck me up. Oh, she has like this really soft, pretty voice, and the music is like chilling me to the spine. I feel like I'm like in a private conversation right now that I shouldn't be a part of.
Or would everything have changed?
Oh man. So reminding me of the song Ceilings, to be honest, that one song that I knew prior to listening to these. It seems like she dreams of something working out and it just like going right for her, this beautiful relationship, romance, all of these things, you know, but then like slowly it starts to like fall apart. There seems to be like nonchalant attitudes from both of them, like not interested anymore. Like she said, would it feel like it felt when we had nothing to lose, or would everything have changed like it tends to do? It just reminds me of like how people are so invested in the beginning of a relationship, and then as time goes on, like you have to work on your relationship and stay invested. So I don't know, I feel like I don't know enough, because I feel like she's not letting me in too much. She's like letting me in a little bit, so I'm trying to figure this out. Love the soft little piano notes in the back.
I've been standing in the same room, and I've stopped hoping there'll be you visit anymore. But you showed up before the moon. Nothing to lose.
Ooh, haunting as fuck, this ending. I'm trying to figure out if this is even about a relationship. I've been standing in the same room. People enter one by one, and I've stopped hoping they'll be you. I've been standing in the same room. You don't visit anymore, but you showed up before the move. I can't tell if it felt like we had nothing to lose or if everything had changed like it tends to do. It almost makes me think of like a family member who's kind of like strayed from their like family at like family functions, and they don't usually go to anything, but she was hoping maybe this one family member would show up, and like finally they showed up before the move. Like I guess maybe before Lizzie is like moving away from maybe the hometown or something. That's kind of what it made me think about. Didn't even make me think about a relationship, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I'm having a hard time with these tracks. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely interested, but I gotta keep going before I don't really have a lot to say, I guess. But that's what it made me think of, this song. We're gonna get into Movie Star. And it's just like the movies. Like, that's what it's making me think about from Ceilings. So did she meet like a movie star, or is it feeling like they're movie stars or something? I don't know.
I'm special. He chose me out of everyone. Can I come over? Will your friends be there? Wish someone would stop me, but they never will. I wanna grow. It's physically impossible, even if I don't.
That's so interesting. It's physically impossible to stand here and not say that I love you, even if I don't. Are we just like so stuck into like this habit of saying I love you with this person? Have they just been dating a while that it just doesn't feel right to not say I love you, even if she doesn't love them? Like, it just wouldn't feel right because it's so like a part of her routine.
Who am I to you? Who am I to myself? I feel like a movie star, but it's getting old. Being famous for someone.
Oh, I feel like a movie star, but it's getting old. Being famous for someone. And the album's called Older. You know, it's getting old, like being famous, and like every person she tries to date, are they like trying to date her for fame and to also boost their fame? Or is like she's saying that in a way like being famous for someone, like she's getting tired of like fangirling over someone, like she's famous for them? Like, I don't know. I have a lot of different thoughts. Simple writing, deep thinking. So I feel like I gotta listen to this a bunch of times before my brain can process like what the it means. Isn't it weird, like, when something's so simple but it's so impactful, like, you just think about it in, like, a bunch of different meanings? Alright, we're gonna get into All Falls Down. Why did it make me think of, like, London Bridges falling down? I feel like I am not thinking clearly today. Is that, like, a clarinet in the back?
Hollowed out. Tell me how to be.
Makes me think too, because she was saying like something about how she doesn't know who she is in the last track, or who am I? Hollowed out, tell me how to be. Like, she has lost herself. Maybe she's lost herself by being obsessed with this other person, or maybe like she's lost herself like with this fame that she's acquired from, you know, her being a celebrity.
More than a shell of me, who I am right now.
Is that a clarinet in the background? What is that?
Falls down on you at the same time.
Tell me how to keep the time from sticking around, because it all falls down on you at the same time. It all falls down on you at the same time. Is the sad times just like sticking around and they're not going away, and it just falls down on you and like eats you alive? Like, what? Oh my god, who am I right now? I feel like she's really having a lot of like self-reflection.
And a sold out show. I'll probably cry after you go home.
23 in a sold out show. I'm happy, but I'll probably cry after you go home. I feel like it's just becoming a lot as she gets older to deal with how, I don't know like what the right words to use are. It's not like under scrutiny, but just like under observation her life is. You know, she's being studied like a project, an experiment, you know, like it's kind of just how it is for like artists and celebrities. I mean, they're just being watched by all of us who, you know, love their music, love their work, and it just maybe is really overwhelming always having to like provide this work, put on this performance. Like if you're having a bad day but you have a scheduled tour date, you have to turn it on, you know, and you have to like really turn it on for especially your audience. You have to like put up this front that everything's okay.
Like I always am, and like that falls down on you at the same time.
It does. It's that last thing. It's like that dumb last thing that really gets you. Like, it's something that's so minor that someone does, and they're like, why did that set you off? But it's that last thing that makes you break, you know, because you've just been holding it in, and it's like the final blow, the final straw. It all falls down at the same time. Yeah, that's like so accurate and true.
22 was a panic attack.
Okay. I'll always say that. You can never get back time. And you can never make more time. You can always make more money. You can be more famous, whatever. You can make more of anything, but you can't make more time. You get 24 hours in a day. How are you going to use that time? You can't get it back. Also, it was making me think about Taylor Swift, 22. And I'm like, Taylor Swift, that was not the energy I was having when I was 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. I'm relating a little bit more to Lizzie. I was having a panic attack. Yeah, same girl. I like the laughing in the background.
At the same time.
Alright, that track, the production on that track was my favorite one for sure so far. It was so beautiful. All the instruments, they had some like flutes in there. It sounded like a clarinet. Like, go Squidward, go bitch. The keys at the end, whoever was playing that shit, their fingers were moving so fast, and I loved that. And I like the message of this song a lot too. This is definitely like my favorite one so far. I love the line too about, you know, how she's 23 in a sold out show. And she is happy, she's grateful, she's so thankful that she has this opportunity. But with like being grateful and all this like opportunity, also there is like consequence that comes with that as well. You know, I'll probably cry after you go home. Like, she's like, this is a lot for me, this is overwhelming, this isn't as easy as I thought maybe this was gonna be. All right, we're getting into staying. Girl, I hope we're not staying down. Let's stay up, let's go up.
I'm too far gone to care. I could have said what I meant when it was right there.
I wish I could have said what I meant when it was right there.
Me too.
I'm really not good at articulating my thoughts. If you've been watching this channel, maybe you like know that. I feel like I have a really hard time explaining my thoughts. But girl, there's been so many moments in life where I wish I could have said what I was thinking right then and there, but I don't know what the this brain was not communicating verbally like what I was feeling.
With you, and you're falling asleep, and you know I'm gonna leave.
Oh my god. What is going on in this relationship? Does this person like not love her and she is like so in love with them? Like, I have so many questions, y'all.
I give myself to help you get by. Hold me until someone sends me a sign.
Dude, I just like, she has such a pretty like voice. Oh, I keep on lying and sweating at night. Double entendre there. Like, I keep on lying. Like, we're lying in our bed, but we're also like lying to ourselves. And then she's like, and sweating at night. Like, she's sweating from all these like lies that she's telling herself. Maybe she's telling herself that this person loves her. Maybe she's telling herself that, you know, she's not gonna leave. You know, that how she's helping this person is like, you know, a good thing to do. Seems like she's losing who she is by like helping this person stay up. It's making her stay down.
Maybe I would be okay standing in space and watch the planets turn. Hold me until I find the nerve.
Dude, I'm getting chills. I have so many questions, you know. She's just like, let this go forever, hold me until I find the nerve. Like, she needs the nerve to leave, you know. She even said like in the beginning of the song, she was like, now I'm laying in bed with you and you're falling asleep, how can you look so peaceful when you know I'm gonna leave? But she actually, like, the song is literally called Staying. Like, she's not leaving, but maybe she's left in her mind. It seems like she wants to actually like physically leave. Like mentally she's checked out, but physically I'm not sure like if she's gonna leave. It seems like she's staying physically. I don't know. Oh, that like really hurts. I don't like that. Confused too, like if she's battling like trying to fix someone and see them go up while and it's making her stay down. That's kind of like the energy and the vibe I'm getting, but she's not like giving me too much to work with here. Like she's not telling me too much. I'm having to do like a lot of like inferring from what she says, so I don't know. Oh, the next song is called I Guess. Lizzie, what are you guessing? Oh my god. I love this guitar.
Straighten your tie. I'll tell a lie just to bring you home.
That's interesting. I'll tell a lie just to bring you home. Is it because we're embarrassed by what's going on with this person? So like you're trying to like get them out of here and leave, or I'll tell a lie just to bring you home because like I want to be with you in private.
We danced together. You're not that good. I guess it's all about timing. But the things you want but never get. To love someone you've never met.
That's an interesting line. Sorry from the first part of it. I guess it's all about timing. I'm really not a person who like is all about timing. I just like don't like that concept, because I really do think like if someone's meant to be in your life, whether it's like a friendship, you know, family members, a partner, whatever, I think like you can make anything work even if the timing isn't right. That's like what's so beautiful about it, because if the timing's not right, it's like you put in that much more work to make it work. So I don't necessarily know if I really agree with that. Like I guess it's all about the timing. I think that could be true. Like I guess it's all about the timing, like when you actually like meet people, because yeah, like if you weren't here in the same place as, you know, this person, this may never happen. Y'all may have never met each other. I guess it's all about the things you want but never get. Yeah, I mean, to some extent, like there's things that I still want in life and it sucks, and I think about things I still want and I don't have, but I also am like super grateful for the things that I have gotten that I've always dreamed of. And even the things that I don't have, I look forward to maybe getting them one day, and if not, like I'll be okay, because I feel really content with like things that I've, you know, got. And I don't know exactly if this is what she means, but this is just how I'm interpreting these lines. I guess it's all about trying to love someone you've never met. I don't know, that's like a really interesting line. It makes me think about how she might be thinking of who she wants, you know, and she's trying to love this person, but it's like not in this person. Like she has this like romantic idea of like what she wants in her head, and she's trying to love the person that she's with, but she's never met the person she like fantasizes about.
And now we're equal, more or less. You're probably drunk. You're saying things and they sound like love. It's all about the things you have but didn't want. About dying to love someone.
She changed up the chorus a little bit and said, instead of saying, I guess it's all about the things you want but never get, she said, I guess it's all about the things you have but didn't want. Now she's got all of these things maybe from this person, and like this person has a lot of traits that she didn't ask for and that she's not liking in them. I guess it's all about dying to love someone. How it seems like she is giving a lot of herself in this relationship to love this person, but like she's losing herself, you know, in the process of loving this person. She's kind of just like battling with herself, and like what is like love is supposed to be like. Is it about dying to love someone, like feeling like you're going through it and that's what love is? I don't think love should be that hard. I mean, there's gonna be hard times in life, but you shouldn't feel like you're dying to love someone. Maybe then I would say like that's probably not the person for you, but I don't know, I have so many thoughts.
Wish it was easy what I was doing, but I never do.
Girls. I guess that's another thing too. Like the song is called I Guess isn't a super confident answer. Like if someone asks you, hey, do you want to do this, And then you're like, I guess. That's not like a confident answer. Like, you're not 100% sure and like that you want to do that, or like what you want to do or what you want. You're just saying like, I guess. Like, it's like a half full answer. You know what I mean? And it's like, she's saying like, I guess this is like what love is. You know, I guess it's all about dying to love someone. I guess it's all about the things you have but didn't want. Like, it's like she's guessing. You know, I feel like she's like thinking about these things a lot, and like just like she's in like a state of like contemplation. Like, is this really like what all this is about? I was thinking a lot about the line, I guess it's all about the things you have but didn't want. I feel like that's just the way of life. You know, a lot of things are gonna happen to you that are you don't want or that are unfortunate, and also in a person too as well. Like, I have a lot of traits that I'm sure a lot of people, it's not their cup of tea, just like I'm sure vice versa. You know, other people, if you're watching, maybe there's things about you that other people, you know, it's not their cup of tea either. And even like meeting someone who's like a really good match for you and who you feel like is your soulmate, there might still be some things that you're like, dude, I can't believe this person does this. But I don't know, I really like accepting people just as they are, and taking them for who they are. And even if like those things are so different than me, I'm like, that's beautiful that, you know, they see things through their lens and I see things through mine. I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts about this song. I'm f***ing like thinking, bitch. Like, my third eye is trying to open up right now. Oh god, we're getting into drunk running.
Girl.
That's never a good combo. Don't try this at home, guys. Alright, drunk running. She said in the last track, you know, that she felt sick and she thought he was drunk or something, so that's interesting.
What did you mean when you said that you were sober now? Full vodka, 2 weeks out.
Not a Red Bull vodka, holy shit.
Hold up, wait a minute.
A Red Bull vodka, that's far from sober, bitch. Holy shit.
Nobody takes it from your hand. Break your leg, drunk running.
I think this person has definitely like an alcohol problem, it seems. If we're drinking Red Bull vodka after we're trying to be sober, that's like really goes really hardcore. No one tries to take it from your hand, even when you break your leg drunk running. If you're breaking your leg drunk running, I mean, obviously like things can happen, like one-off cases, you know, maybe you went out at night, you drank a little too much and then you broke your leg or something, but it's the fact that this person like said they were sober and then 2 weeks later she catches them in bed with a Red Bull vodka in hand. I mean, that's crazy.
I love you, and then drink it backwards.
Say I love you and then drink it backwards. It's a thing, like they're like, I'm gonna get better. They say I love you and then they drink it backwards 2 weeks later when you find them with a Red Bull vodka in hand. Girl, this is starting to hurt my feelings.
What if it was all my fault? Make a person out of memory day when I shouldn't.
This is such an interesting like song. What if it was my fault? What if I drove you to it? No, girl, it wasn't your fault. And then I was only honest sometimes, and I think you knew it. Make a person out of memories. Like, they probably had a lot of past memories that were good together, and now she's like making a whole person out of these past memories. She's living through the old memories, but these new memories like aren't good.
No one stops me when you break your leg drunk running. Love you and then drink it backwards.
Oh man, this song is fucking me up. I'm a slut for an instrumental. Like, sometimes music without the words can, you know, provoke the most deep feelings inside you. Sometimes you don't need words to like feel. The music like really just takes you away. The way she changes the last choruses on these songs is starting to become like fucking, it's starting to become a theme I'm seeing with her. Nobody takes you from my hand. You know, she's like trying to hold herself accountable. She's like, even when you break your leg drunk running, someone ought to hold me to my words. How she's saying like, you know, I'm gonna leave or whatever. She doesn't. She just keeps staying, and she keeps seeing this person through these hard times, and which is like honorable in some ways, but it's like also like I feel like this person knows they can keep doing this because she's not staying true to her word of like what she's gonna do if they don't change. I'm also wondering too if this is like double thing here with the drinking, if it's both of them, you know, drunk running away from like reality. I have no idea, but these songs are getting deep. Miss Lizzie got me really contemplating everything out here, y'all. We're getting into broken glass. Glass hurts if you step on it. And oh, the noise it makes whenever it falls and shatters. Ooh, I hate that noise.
Table, pick it up, hold it to your throat.
Broken glass on the table, pick it up, hold it to your throat. This is not sounding good.
I can see who you are now that the windows broke. Oh, why I held on this long, but here we are.
I love this line. I can see who you are now that the windows broke. People always say you never know like what happens behind closed doors, but you can always like take a sneak peek and look through someone's window to get like an insight of like what's happening inside a home. You know, she's like, I can see you now that the windows broke. Kind of also like windows are made of glass, how the glass was being held up to the throat.
Been hurt, but you did it first. We started with the end. Nothing's ever the way that I remember it. Oh, I've been hurt. Did I do it worse?
I feel like a theme too I'm seeing in like her music is that it's like a two-way streak. Some of these things, you know, like she changes a lot of the lyrics. You know, I've been hurt. Did I do it worse to you? And then in the previous one, she's like, I know you've been hurt, you know, but you did it first to me. Isn't there a saying or something like walking on broken eggshells or something? And I feel like it's something like that. Like I feel like they're just walking on broken glass and it hurts. Like sharp like a knife, and they're like saying these really hurtful things towards each other, like both of them, like it's mutually reciprocated, like, you know, but I just don't want to be alone. I feel like that's another thing too, like they both just don't want to be alone, so that they're staying in something that doesn't feel like love anymore. It just feels like comfortability, and it doesn't even seem super comfortable actually. Like it seems like there's a lot of issues that are happening now that she's letting us more into like this relationship. Sometimes being alone is like what you need. It's the only medicine that will heal you. It's so interesting too, like we started with the end.
We're breaking glass.
This relationship is broken glass. We started at the end, you know, we started with the end. People would say like it started with the beginning, but like no, we just started with the end. Like this wasn't even working out, it seems like, from the beginning. This is my first time listening to Lizzie, so like I feel like I don't want to say I know exactly what she means, because I don't. I'm not her, I'm not living her experience, but I'm just saying how the things make me feel from my own personal experiences, like the lyrics and stuff. Whew. You forced me to do what, girl? Maybe you forced me to leave because she didn't want to leave. You know, she was saying back in that song Drunk Running how she just like wanted someone to force her to do this, like force her, come take their hand, leave, but she just like continues to stay and, you know, drink backwards. So maybe like someone's finally forcing her to like do something about this.
I am guilty, aren't you? But we will both lose.
Oh, no one gets to win, so we will both lose. Like they're arguing, and like no one, like whoever gets the last word, my god, like they're just, no one's gonna win. No resolution will come out of this. Like we're both losing. This is a losing game.
Tell me why you think you love me. Crimes. I am not the same as when you met me. You forced me to.
I have changed because you forced me to. Did they not like who she was when they met, so they forced her to change, and now she doesn't like who she's become, or she doesn't even know who she is, or like did having to deal with this like relationship that was doomed from the beginning like force her to change? Dude, these piano notes are fucking dark.
Cry. times. Every time I am not, because you forced me to.
Girl, I gotta keep listening because that one has me thinking differently than I've been thinking about a lot of these past tracks. I thought this was like starting to be, you know, like unrequited both ways. Like they both weren't in love anymore, but they were staying for like comfortability, not wanting to be alone. But now she's saying like it seems like this person loves her even more for all these crimes that she's committed. You forced me to, you know, I changed because you forced me to. Like maybe she's mad that she changed, but this person likes how she's changed even more. I'm not sure. Older, the title track. I feel like now that she's older, maybe this is like a past love she's singing about too. Now that she's getting older, she's like, what the is this? What the did I do? Why did I lose myself? Who am I? Kind of like back to the beginning of the album. I feel like we're gonna fall back here.
Over and over, a carousel ride, watch the red moon climb.
I think this is like the second Melanie Martinez reference I make, but over and over, a carousel ride, you know, like constantly going round and round in a relationship and never catching up, never getting to the end goal because it's just all in a circle. It makes me think of that Melanie Martinez song, round and round on a horse like a carousel we go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know. Like, that's what it's making me think of, because it's like she's chasing something, but it just keeps going round and round, and she can't get to the end.
Stuck in a loop, watch the curtain come down. Thought I would come to my senses. I wish I knew what the end is.
The fear of the unknown seems to scare her. Like, I feel like, you know, how she said earlier, she's scared to be alone. Like, the fear of, like, not having someone there in that comfortability and just, like, starting new and not going round and round on a carousel, you know, over and over again. Like, I feel like finally, like, if she's just driving straight and the destination isn't back to where you started, it's like an unknown destination, I feel like that freaks her out a little bit. But she's getting older and she's like, can I just keep doing this over and over again?
Mom's getting older, I'm wanting it back. Instead of making it worse, my senses, what the end is.
I don't want to know what the end is because I don't want to be waiting for that moment to come, but I feel like she feels like somewhere, like how she says she lost all her senses and she wishes she was stronger, she wishes this was easy, she wishes she knew what the end was, because I feel like she's just so scared to change, but she's getting older and like she's just seeing everything unravel in front of her, and she's like even wanting to go back to like how it was when she was young, because like things seemed a lot easier maybe. Oh man, getting older is rough. The next track is called Better Than This. She's definitely a guitar intro girly.
Someone at my door, I can hear him knocking. I didn't know that I was capable of all of this. But if I'm not a good person.
The reflection is crazy. Like, this older age has brought like a lot of like self-reflection. She's like, look what I've turned into. What if I'm not a good person? Like, I feel like she's really changed herself in her like early 20s to maybe be with someone or be something that she's not sure that she wants to be. She didn't know she was capable of all this.
You don't really know me at all now. I think we never quite knew how to be honest. Someone will love me better than this.
It's interesting too, because she's like, someone will love me better than this, better than this. Like, this person is telling her that she's a good person and that she's a good soul, but deep down she knows she's not, and it almost seems like she wants to hear that from this person. She wants to be told she's not a good person and she has changed and like not for the better. And it's just nice to hear that from someone who's like, hey, like, I feel like maybe you haven't been a good person. Like, I feel like you haven't been there for me, or you've done this and that hurt my feelings. Like, it seems like this person who she's talking about is just like just like, oh, you're a good person, but they just don't even bother to get to know like who she is, and therefore she's upset because someone will love me better than this. Like someone will get to know me and know that I'm flawed, and like know to like remind me like of how I could be better and not be flawed. I don't know. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like they just don't know her really, and she's like wants someone to know her well and know that she's flawed and that, you know, this is how you can be better, and they could talk about it or something.
Someone will love you better than this. What if I'm not a good person? I have you right in the palm of my hand.
It's like she has them right in the palm of her hand. It's like she's almost like giving this impression like she fooled them, like she won them over, and like they're in like the palm of her hand. She might even be talking about her fans there too, like, because I like to be seen and I like to be wanted. Like she wants to be on tour, she wants to be seen, but like, do y'all really know who I am? Like, would y'all still love me if you knew how flawed it was, and like maybe like what's really going on behind the scenes in my mind, in the background? Like, I don't know, this is like some deep ass shit right here, and also love how human it is. I mean, we are all so flawed. I will say this time and time again on the channel. Everybody makes mistakes, bitch, per Hannah Montana.
It's probably wrong that I never was honest. Scared someone will love you better.
Dude, that like really hurts too. Like, honest to God, I was scared that someone will love me better than this, and someone will love you better. Like, it's scary to think that, you know, this other person could have this whole better life and they could be happier, but you also could be happier too. Like, you could be loved better, but also like that's scary because you feel like there's so much more to lose if someone loves you better, and like you really fall so deep for them. That's so much to lose, and that is like such a scary feeling to think like that you cannot have them, and like that you might have to live without them. Like, I don't know, there's just so much I'm thinking about. It's also interesting, you know, I was scared someone will love you better. It sucks too. It's like that. It's how she's like, I was scared, so, you know, I stayed, but I also, it's like she also kept this person from like finding better love for themselves as well, because they were like not being honest with them. Girl, this is a lot to unpack. We're getting into March. I don't know if this is going to be like we're marching forward or like the season march, but I'm hoping we're marching forward out of this relationship and onto being alone and just like finding ourselves again.
Threw a rock into the wall, watched it sink down to the bottom.
Watched a rock sink to the bottom.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Maybe I'm just getting really dark here, but that's what it made me think.
1 year older, but somehow I feel younger.
Ooh, 1 year older, but somehow I feel younger. Are we getting freed of something that made us felt like we were aging?
I see it more now that he's gone, so far away, and then it hits you.
Oh, this is when that simple roll.
Didn't know it'd be this like it was yesterday.
Maybe just like she's come to this like realization that, you know, once she was removed from the situation, she's removed from this like past relationship, it all hits her like how much it was like aging her, and how much it changed her, and how far away, you know, she was from herself even. What do y'all think about like this relationship that she keeps referring to throughout this album, and like that whole concept, the idea of getting older? We're getting into the last track. Somehow we've made it, and this has been like a roller coaster, this album. I really want to also just say I really appreciate the music on this album, like the production. There's just like beautiful instruments that I don't get to hear a lot in a lot of my reactions, because a lot of things is just like computers these days, but I just really love all the instruments that have been on this album. They're so beautiful, and I appreciate an instrumental. I'm an instrumental slut.
But I can't say that I'm blameless. Dress it until it's nameless.
like how she's saying someday, because I feel like it's like a reflection of how she feels currently. Like someday, like no, now we want to be kind to ourselves, you know, now I'll be able to let you go. Like I feel like she's still in this like vortex, how the song's called that. Like I feel like she's in this like frame of mind where like she wants to get this place, like to where she's like, someday I'm gonna be nicer to myself, someday I'm gonna let you go, but I'm still seeing you everywhere, I'm seeing you in everything, I'm still like being hard on myself and not super kind, and I'm in this like vortex of like being stuck there. It's like sucking me in.
Spinning out of a vortex. I don't, and it's harder when you know all that we know is come back when I need a new song, and I'm tired of this. This has never been real. We're just awful together.
Oh fuck. I feel like she just doesn't know where she's at. Like she is just, it's awful together, it's awful apart. Like I feel like she is so sad.
Able to let you go. You'll come back and I'll say no.
Shit. The way this is ending with those lyrics. This beautiful instrumental is gonna fuck me up. Let's go. Dude, this instrumental is magical. Lord. This album is so emotional, but like I feel like it's just a lot of confusion in this album. Like I feel like it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of pushing and pulling, and a lot of like staying in the same place, if that makes sense. Like I feel like there's this like thing that she wants, but she isn't able to like get it. And I feel like she also is confused as well as to what she wants and where she wants to be. And she feels like she's just in this like state of mind where it's like she can't be without this person. She can't be alone either. And she can't be with this person either, because none of it works. So like what works for her? I feel like she has no idea. And I feel like that's kind of where she's at. She's stuck in this like vortex of confusion and not knowing what the hell is going on. Theme throughout the album, I guess, like I feel like it has a lot to do with like getting older and like a lot of like self-reflection. I think there's like so much self-reflection in this album, and I feel like she's getting older and trying to figure out what like she needs. And she's thinking about the end. She's trying to stop thinking about the end. She's trying to start a new beginning, but she's stuck in this vortex. Like, there's so many different thoughts that I'm having right now. Y'all gotta let me know down below what y'all think about this album. I really want to know, lyric girlies, lyric boys, theys, all of y'all. I want to know, like, what y'all think about this goddamn album. And I want to know what's, like, the themes, like, y'all are really pulling out of this. One thing I'm gonna say about this album is that the goddamn production ate my ass. Like, the production on this, I don't really get to listen to music that often that has like such raw instrument. It almost just sounded magical at times, and the music alone, apart from the lyrics, were making me have feelings. Feel the emotions through the piano notes, like the soft piano, the hard piano, the drums were carrying the beats, when the toms would come in, when the suspended cymbal rolls would eat my ass, like literally, like the crescendos, the decrescendos, like I'm just dude, some flutes, some clarinets, like some trumpets. There was a lot in this, and I really enjoyed all of those aspects of this album. And if you made it to the end, babes, as always, you're beautiful and sexy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending your time with me. I would love it if you stick around, become a tot babe, subscribe. And that's gonna be it for today, babes, but stay tuned, more reactions on the channel to come soon. And I hope that y'all have a lovely day, a beautiful night, and I'll catch y'all soon on the channel with more reactions. Later, babes.